on to another weekly quick quiz battle. All four of us are going up against each other this week. So, Will versus Tom versus me, and special guest John, who is participating instead of watching, and trying to boil an egg at the same time. So we'll see how he gets on when he listens back to this and watches it, and whether he overcooks his egg. So this week we're going to do the Guardian Sports Quiz of the week. So this is from Friday, 25th of June, so it's anything relating to the previous week. There are, let me have a look, questions. There are 11 questions, okay?
Yeah.
So what we'll do, I'll ask the question, read out the answers, we'll all write an answer down, and then at the end we will go through them one by one, and we'll see what everyone got.
Question 1, how long to boil a perfect egg?
Depends how you like
5
it
minutes
cooked.
and put it in cold water for a minute. Tom.
The first part is it depends if the egg has been in the fridge or out on the side before you start.
And it depends what you're listening to at the time as well.
I bet we get more feedback about boiling an
egg. Right. I'm going to give us 15 seconds each to write an answer down after I've asked the question.
How long are the answers?
It's multiple choice, so I'm just going to give us 15 seconds.
So A, B, C, or D. I've got 15 seconds to write it.
To pick one. Yeah, you might want to think about it.
I'm very decisive. You know this about me.
Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds, all right?
Okay.
I'll have 15.
Okay.
That's true. He's not.
Right, hang on. I'm just writing the numbers 1 to 11 down.
Some of us did that before we started recording, G. But
I'm hosting. Right, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Question 1. Lionel Messi won his 147th Argentina cap this week at the Copa America, equaling whose all-time record? A. Diego Maradona, B. Javier Mascherano, C. Gabriel Batistuta, or D. Sergio Romero?
That's a good question.
Ukraine just scored, Will, mate.
Oh, really? I'm 29 minutes and 34 seconds in.
Wait 30 seconds, it goes wild.
I was going to ask if this Swedish player was all right. He's down injured at the moment, but he's looks like he's getting back up again.
Right, question 2. Staying with the Copa America, Ben Brereton started his first game for Chile at the tournament and ended up scoring the winner against Bolivia. Where was Brereton born? Santiago, Chile, Stranraer, Scotland, Stoke-on-Trent, England, or St Asaph in Wales?
He plays for Blackburn. There's now.
I've got an answer to that. I only needed 3 seconds.
I mean, to be fair, the answer was there for you. You just had to choose one of the 4.
Yeah.
It's not like it was just left it open and then.
Yeah. Question 3. Will, John Rahm won the first major of his career at the US Open. What had happened to Rahm in his previous competition before the US Open? Was it he was 10 over par after 2 rounds and missed the cut? He smashed his putter in frustration midway through his final round and had to use a driver on the green in his remaining holes? He beat Louis Oosthuizen by a single shot on the final day, just like he did at the US Open a week later. He had to pull out before the last day of the tournament after testing positive for COVID-19.
How long was the gap between the tournaments?
Not that long. It was the previous tournament he played in before the Open.
Ukraine just scored, John. It's a good header.
Right. Question 4.
Oh, I don't know idea what that one was.
A, B, C, or D, John? Just pick one. Which team won their group at Euro 2020 even though just one of their players scored in their 3 matches? Sweden, Portugal, England, or Ukraine?
They only scored 1 goal.
Only one player.
One player scored in their 3 matches.
You say the teams again?
Sweden, Portugal, England, or Ukraine? Question 5. Complete this sequence. McStay, McClare, McAllister, McCoist, and then McTominay, McGinn, McKenna, or McGregor.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
What are
whoa.
we doing here?
Hold on.
How many beers have you had, Tom?
I don't know, but I'm hearing about 12 voices, 12 names. So
I'll read it again. So complete this sequence. So there's 4 names, and you have to guess who the next one is out of the answers. So the 4 you're given: McStay, McClare, McAllister, McCoist. So the next, out of the 4 possible answers, you've got McTominay, McGinn, McKenna, or McGregor.
I'm happy with that one.
I've got an answer.
I've got an answer. Okay.
God knows.
Question 6. Shafali Verma hit 2 half centuries for India in their test match against England. Why was that remarkable? She is only 17 years old. She was their number 11. She has also represented India in badminton and table tennis at the Olympics. She is the team's coach but stepped in to play in the test due to a COVID outbreak in the squad.
I love that COVID at the Guardian, don't they?
Topical, isn't it? Topical.
Excuse for everything.
Right. Question 7. What was unusual about Karim Benzema's goals for France in their 2-2 draw with Portugal? They were both penalties, as were the 2 goals scored by Portugal. They were both scored while the clock read 46 minutes and 44 seconds. They were his first goals for France, even though he has scored more than 250 for Real Madrid. He scored them both with his left foot, including a penalty, even though he is right-footed.
Hold on a minute. Which game was this against Portugal?
Yep. 2-2 draw against Portugal. What was unusual about his
It was
goals?
a bit mental, wasn't it, the game?
Okay, I got it.
Right. Question 8. Mark Cavendish has been given a late call-up to the Tour de France. This will be his 14th time competing in the race. Cavendish has won 30 stages at the Tour, who is the only rider in history to have won more. Is it Eddie Merckx, Bernard Hinault, Greg LeMond, or Alberto Contador?
We don't have to guess spelling, right, do we?
A, B, C, or D will do.
You just
Tom.
need to be able to read it back.
You just need to know the first 4 letters of the alphabet.
And be able to say them in G's case.
Yeah, helps. No, you just need to write them down. Right, question 9. Joe Marler played a starring role for Harlequins as they came from 28-0 down to beat Bristol Bears, 43-36, and booked their place in the Premiership final. What was unusual about Marler's preparations for the game? Was he at Wembley on the afternoon of the game to watch England versus Croatia? He had spent 10 days before the match in quarantine. Unlike the rest of his teammates, he travelled to the match by helicopter. He's a former choir boy and was picked to sing the national anthem before the game as Catherine Jenkins was busy.
Oh, God. Hold on a minute.
And bearing in mind, I think Will got VIP tickets from the Bristol Bears to be there.
Because they
Yep.
sponsored the podcast, because they've liked the podcast.
Yeah.
They loved it. I'm
Hang on a
guessing
minute.
that's why you
This
got
is
there.
playing with my mind, this question, because we've since had the final of which Joe Marler was the man of the match. So I'm now confused as to what we're actually talking about. Give us the answers again, the options again.
A, B, C, or D.
Thanks.
He was at Wembley on the afternoon of the game to watch England-Croatia. He spent 10 days before the match in quarantine. He travelled to the match by helicopter and not with the rest of his teammates, or he was picked to sing the national anthem before the game because Catherine Jenkins was busy.
I have absolutely no idea. Next question.
Question 10. The England Rugby League team played a friendly on Friday night in Warrington. When did the team last play a match? 2016, 2018, 2019, or they've already played 6 times this year, including twice last week.
What was the team?
Oh, hang on a minute. Because that was quite long, that one.
I heard
lost
the
you at
answer,
hello.
didn't hear the question.
The England Rugby League team played a friendly on Friday night in Warrington. When did they last play a match? 2016, 2018, 2019, or they had already played 6 times this year, including twice last week?
Got an answer for that.
Okay. Final question. Cristiano Ronaldo has scored 109 goals for Portugal. How many of them has he scored since his 30th birthday? 21, 43, 57, or 70?
This is a race to the bottom, this quiz, I think.
Right, have you all got your answers?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. Answers.
Okay. Question 1. Lionel Messi won his 147th Argentina cap. Whose all-time record did he equal? Tom, what's your answer?
I put Mascherano and I'll be devastated if it's Batistuta.
I put B, and I believe that to be for Mascherano.
John?
With D.
I went for D, Sergio Romero. The correct answer is Javier Mascherano.
Come on, Tom.
Yes.
Come on.
We'll have that, won't we, John?
See you boys at the finish line.
You're there ahead of me.
Question 2. Where was Ben Brereton born, who made his first start for Chile? Will?
Yeah, when you know it, you know it. Stoke.
Tom?
That's what I got, Stoke.
John?
I put Scotland.
I went for Scotland. The correct answer is Stoke.
There's a common theme here, GY. Me and you aren't as good as those two.
I know John didn't get the next one.
Question 3. John Rahm won the first major of his career at the US Open. What happened in his previous competition? Will, what's your answer?
He tested positive for COVID. I had to withdraw.
John, what did you put?
I mean, I put A because I didn't want to put the COVID answer.
So A was 10 over par for 2 rounds. I went for D, COVID. Tom?
D COVID.
It's the correct answer.
Because I thought he had been like disqualified or something. That's why I thought he'd had to go out.
He had a 6-shot lead at the time.
I've got a lead at the moment. Or have you got 3 out of 3 as well, Tom?
I got 3 out of 3 at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a side effect that it made him play better, is it?
Yeah, it might have been.
Question 4. Which team won their group at Euro 2020 even though only one of their players scored in their 3 matches? Tom?
I've got England.
I went England as well. Will?
I went England.
John?
England.
Correct answer. Raheem.
Raheem's there. Question 5. Complete this sequence. McStay, McClare, McAllister, McCoist. John.
McGregor.
Oh, that's what I've gone for. Will
gone
shake
for
his head.
I've gone Connor. What were the options?
Which one are you? A, B, C, or D?
Head shakes, followed by the what were the options?
A, B, C, or D?
Well, I know what I think the theory is and what the answer is.
Well, what did you put?
Well, no, what does A, B, C, and D stand for?
Well, what did you put?
No,
Well,
come on, tell me
McGregor
what
scored the goal.
Yeah, it's the goal scorer, the first goal scorer at a tournament.
So
McGregor.
So
Yeah,
what did you go for?
I don't know. I've written McKenna.
McKenna was C, but I went for B because I couldn't remember who scored it. So the correct answer is McGregor. So it's the 5 players to have scored for Scotland at the
No,
Euros.
it's the bloke that scored the goal. I thought his name was McKenna.
Rhymes with McKenna.
You get that right, Tom?
I certainly did.
Oh, nightmare.
I'm having a lovely old time.
Question 6. Shafali Verma hit 2 half-centuries for India in a test against England. Why was that remarkable?
No idea.
I think she's only 17.
I wrote 17.
I went D, the COVID again. I thought they're just upset.
John, what did you go for?
I put C.
Correct answer is A. She was only 17.
Back in the game.
I just remember hearing it on the radio when they were talking about the test match.
Oh, I just guessed.
Question 7. What was unusual about Karim Benzema's 2 goals for France against
I've
Portugal?
got this as well. I think I've got this.
What was your answer, Will?
I've got penalties.
Tom?
Oh, I've got D.
Both with his left foot.
Yeah.
John?
I'll put B. I got no idea what B is though.
They were both scored while the clock read 46 minutes and 44 seconds.
Yeah, that's a much better shout.
I went A, they were both penalties. The correct answer is B, John.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, Will is so confident.
The first goal was scored in injury time in the first half, and the second came at the start of the second half.
Oh, if you'd
46
asked
minutes,
me that,
44
That
seconds.
was the most sure I'd been about any of these answers.
Ronaldo scored 2 penalties. I knew Benzema scored 1, but I couldn't remember if it was 2, but I went for it. Question 8, Mark Cavendish has been given a late call-up to the Tour de France. He's won 30 stages. Who is the only person to have won more? John?
I've never heard of any of them, so I went for D.
Alberto Contador.
I went
I
Contador.
have heard of him, to be fair.
Tom?
I'm pretty confident it's Eddie Merckx.
I'm pretty confident it's Eddie Merckx as well, because that's what I went for, and it's correct. He's won 34.
Oh, whole world
I
of
know
trouble.
Tour de France.
2 down and 3 to play here.
Cavendish won today, though, so he's up to 31.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
wicked.
Will, question 9, Joe Marler. What did you put as your answer?
I've written something to do with football. Was it England, Croatia, I think, was that?
So you've gone for A, you was at the Wembley for the Croatia game.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom?
I've gone with B, which
10 days in quarantine.
yeah.
John?
I've gone with C.
And like the rest of the teammates, he travelled to the match by helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I went for B, just as a guess, because I didn't know. The correct answer is C, John. He travelled to the match by helicopter.
Oh my God,
Seriously?
unbelievable.
Just
He,
all of the other ones sounded false, that was all.
he was with his wife as she had just given birth to their 4th child. So he took the helicopter there and back after the game.
Ah, fair enough. Congratulations, Joe Marler.
Question 10. England Rugby League team played friendly on Friday. When did they last play a match? Tom?
I like my theory for the answer for this. Go on, Tom, what have you put?
Well, I've got C, which I think is 2019. But I'm wondering if it's even earlier than that now.
John?
Well, Will's just made me think that maybe this the GB team now rather than the England team. But I did.
What did you put?
I did put C.
Will, what did you go for?
Put 2018.
I went for C, 2019 as well. The correct answer is B, 2018.
Oh man.
Come on.
Why
Final
did they not play in 2019 is the big question.
Don't know.
My theory is I don't know, but I like 2018.
And final question. Cristiano Ronaldo scored 109 goals. How many of them he scored since his 30th birthday? Will?
Well, I went big. I went 70.
You went D, 70.
70, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you got it wrong. 'Cause it wasn't B something, it was B 40 something.
B was 43.
No, I said I went big. I went
Oh,
big.
I thought you said
went
B.
70. Yeah, big.
Tom?
I've gone with C. I don't know how many that was.
57. John?
I went with B.
43. I went for D, 70. The correct answer is C, 57.
Oh, lovely old job.
So, John, how many did you get?
I got a really strong 4 out of 11.
I also got a very strong 4 out of 11.
Well, I got
Will.
the first 4
Will,
right.
Will, how many did you get?
I got a patchy 6.
Tom, how many did you get?
This might be a bit devastating, but I got 7. I got the first 5 right. I got Eddie Merckx, and then I got the last one wrong. Last one right, sorry.
I've been absolutely robbed with McKenna because I knew it was McGregor. I don't know why I've written McKenna.
I didn't
The
even.
fact
know
you were
that
just
was
shaking your
McGregor.
head whilst we all
It's
said
like,
McGregor.
his name's Conor McKenna. That's what I'm going to write. It's like, it's not McKenna. When you said yours, I was like, it's not McKenna at all. I know what I was trying to write.
So,
Unbelievable.
well done, Tom. Winning a quiz drunk once again.
Yes, and like, good thing is, like last time I got hammered by both of you, I think. So I needed that.
Got a bit of a reputation back. So well done. Well done. Congratulations. So
Thank you.
that's our quick quiz for this week. Cheers, Will. Cheers, John. Cheers, Tom.
Not a problem. Always a pleasure.
And we'll be back with another one next week. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.